Welcome to part 2 of our 3-part series, Hip Hop versus America. Tonight we discuss the impact of big business on hip hop and the portrayal of women in its music and videos.
That person who you say is the scum of the earth, he was probably one of your sons.
When Hugh Hefner was doing it way before us, it was never no Playboy against America.
Gigaboo, buffoons, gold tooth.
We're not keeping the show honest.
Be honest for me. All right.
Tattoos, bling wearing.
Come on, in suit jackets, in long skirts in that video, and BET say, what is this? We can't play this.
If you reduce a female to a bitch, a hoe.
You know what? I'm not gonna take this no more.
Welcome back to Hip Hop versus America. I'm Jeff Johnson. We're having a frank conversation about the state of hip hop. Next, we'll look at why the marriage between hip hop and big business is a loveless one. Check this out.
The more money you make, the more problems you get.
5 carats on my hands with the cuts. It's all about the Benjamins. What?
Hip-hop has become very commercial to the point now where these rappers feel like they have to talk about bling just to make the money.
They feel this is a new era. It's time to talk about rims. It's time to talk about jewelry. It's time to talk about bling bling.
They have to think in a way, what's gonna sell, what's gonna work, what's gonna get put on the radio.
If you talk about shooting, that's what's gonna sell. But if you talk about let's do the positive thing, let's go to college, you're not gonna sell.
Everybody sound the same, commercialize the game, reminiscing when it wasn't all business.
A lot of people's not being themselves, you know what I'm saying? They like following other people, or they're doing what other people tell them to do.
Artists don't try to develop a career, they try to develop like a hit CD or a hit single.
This is why I'm hot.
Obviously, corporate America, the record companies are supporting this mentality, which is why you can get this kind of music played on the radio.
This is why I'm hot.
Nothing good is coming out of the commercialization of hip-hop.
Hip-hop has lost a lot of its political emphasis that it might have had in the past.
There's no creativity in hip-hop.
So I guess maybe that's good, that more people have ways to make money than before.
The good thing is, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people's eating, you know, like a lot of people's, you know, getting rich off of it.
Hip-hop is driven by money. It's all fueled by monetary gain and not artistic integrity. And I think that's sadly the future of where we're going, and that's the evolution of hip-hop.
Rap won't even exist anymore if they keep letting it go like that.
Chuck, let me come right into you on this. Has hip-hop sold out to corporate America?
Well, number one, corporate America's interest is to separate people, turn people into product, consumers, and to have whatever package goes their way. You gotta remember, as black folks, you know, we were all sold just like product too. So often there gotta be some sort of separations, what's business versus what's really kind of keeps us going as family. So we gotta break it down to some kind of structure where we feel comfortable to doing our art and our business.
And with that, Farai, thank you, Chuck. With that, Farai, we're talking about trying to create that difference and that delineation. But so often, there are those that are viewing hip-hop as really just that, an economic opportunity. How can you maintain integrity when money, in many cases, is the issue?
I can't answer that question, but I would like to ask Nelly, because, you know, I am very aware of the work that you've done with trying to get black folks to be bone marrow donors, and I'm very aware of Tip Drill. And on NPR's News and Notes, which I host, we did something on the sexual economy of pornography and how black people fare in that. And black people are discriminated against in the porn industry. We get lower wages, believe it or not. There have been discrimination lawsuits about strippers. And so I wonder, when you do a video like Tip Drill, do you think about yourself as someone who's setting a price on the black female body?
Well, first of all, the porn business is a $2 billion a year business. And whether you like it or not, it's been here before hip-hop was here, and it's going to be here far after hip-hop, even if it, you know, if hip-hop leaves. So corporate America, be that as it may, every major hotel chain participates in pornography. You can go to any hotel right now, click on there and order a movie, clean off the, you know, right off your TV set.
But what about you?
Me as a whole, I do some music that are for adults, some music that are for some music that are for children.
But Nelly, let me get to the question.
Wait a minute.
No, let me get right to because I want to hear.
You gotta let this man finish his point.
I gotta be the moderator.
But man, he's gotta finish. Let him finish his point.
I'm gonna let him finish the point, brother. But let's go here because the question that she asked, was, do you sell out for the money? And
well, I was going to get to that. I was going to get to that question, but my overall view was that it's a world thing. It's not just Nelly selling out as far as, you know what I'm saying, do I sell out the tip drill? No, I don't feel like I do. Do I sell out the sister? No, I do not. Did I go grab the sister and say, yo, you're being in my video whether you like it or not? No, we presented a job opportunity, and some people came in and they read what was going to be the requirements for the job, and they agreed, as adults do. They make choices in this place that we call America. You know, that's what America is. It's the right to say yes or no. That's the country that we live in. We have the right to say yes or no. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like it or not, you can say yes or no. That's America, freedom of choice. So by presenting them with that opportunity, some of these young ladies actually needed that money for whatever reason that they stated for, to do whatever purpose that they need, whether it be to send their child to school, whether it be to send their child to daycare so they can go to school and get an education. Now, I agree, when we did Tip Drill, and I wanted to address to the ladies to Spelman, you know, when I came down and to do a bone marrow drive, to talk to the sister, to try to educate more black people upon cancer and leukemia and things that were positive, I got a backlash and I was going to get protested. You feel what I'm saying? And I felt that was unfair, and I am a little bitter on this subject because I was doing that to help find a donor for my sister that is no longer with me right now. And I feel I was robbed out of an opportunity to help find a donor because I did an adult video that was for adults. And instead of you pulling a brother to the side and saying, yo, brother, after we try to help you find a donor for your sister and help educate the rest of the world on leukemia and cancer, something that's killing our community, then we need to have this discussion over here, which I wouldn't have no problem about doing. But you want to protest, wait a minute, you want to protest my stance and deny me a chance of saving my sister. Now, my sister is gone. But you have yet to protest, you have yet to picket in front of any of them strip clubs that are no more block than a 10-block radius from your school.
And I want us to get back to that, but Nelson, I want us to be able to deal with this piece because there's so much that is dealt with when we talk about creativity and money. And is hip-hop now in a place where creativity is not rewarded because executives that have no creativity are telling artists what they have to do to sell?
Well, there's a disconnect in the United States between hip-hop and its roots. And I say United States specifically. If you travel, I just came back from France. They still do graffiti art. When you look at some of the other things in history that we've dealt with, from the Nelson Mandela, there was anti-crack, some of the stuff Chuck did. I mean, we have a tradition in our music of talking about all the conditions that affect us, not just whether or not we can sell records, whether or not we got bling. And to pick up on Nelly's point, the real issue here is some artists have talked about it, but it's not their single, it's not their video. And those are decisions that are made outside of them. We need to be interrogating the record companies. The artists have responsibility as well. They're all, I don't want to disconnect that. The record company, the artists have responsibility, and the radio stations. So we have to make sure this whole matrix of things control how this expression goes.